Hi there, welcome to Kerry Shaves. This is my video for the 7 sins of wet shaving. I was tagged by a couple of people, Brandon, the shaving realtor, and JC, Jens Wetzel. So I'll put links to both those guys' channels in the description and you can go and check them out. Some great videos from both of them. So thank you very much guys for tagging me in this video. This is in association with Shave the Man group on Facebook. It's the 7 sins of wet shaving, which is greed, wrath, gluttony, sloth, pride, envy and lust. All shaving related, so it's questions that you need to answer and show products and stuff like that. So this is mine. Okay, the first one is, I've got some notes here, so I'm going to be looking at my iPad. Greed. The most expensive or inexpensive, well, the most expensive and inexpensive item in your shaving den. So the most expensive item I have is my Simpsons Chubby 2 Super Badger brush. I was gifted this for Christmas last year from Mrs. Kevy, from my wife. It's a beautiful brush. I don't use it nearly enough, but Badger brush, just look how many hairs are in there. Yeah, it's a great brush. But I don't use it very often because, yeah, I don't know, I've got lots of other brushes that I like to use, and I like to keep this one for special occasions. So I'm not exactly sure the price of this. I think it was something like £180, something like that. So getting close to over $200 anyway. But yeah, so that's my most expensive item, the Simpsons Chubby 2. Great little brush. The least expensive item, some other people have shown this, and well, especially the UK shavers, is the Palmolive shave stick. You can pick these up in supermarkets here in the UK for 50p, and there it is still in the wrapper. Look, I've got probably about 2 dozen of these upstairs in my den. And they cost 50p, which in the States, I don't know, it's maybe about 80 cents, something like that. So you can pick them up supermarkets. Great little sticks, really good. Nice scent, lather's easy, great performance. 50 pence. Some supermarkets actually have them for 49 pence. If you can hunt those out, you can save a penny. And what do pennies make? Pounds. Okay, the next one. I'll just have to do that with my iPad. Wrath. Which product do you love and hate, and why? Okay, that was quite an easy one for me. The product that I love this product, and I also hate it at the same time. Feather blades. Sometimes when I use a feather blade, I can get the best shave, complete BBS, no irritation. Other times I use it in the same razor, I get the worst shave I've ever had. Same blade, but yeah, I want to like these blades, I do like them, but at the same time, I hate them. Oh, I hate you, feather. Because especially when I go against the grain with these feather blades, especially when I go against the grain, I can feel the harshness of them. I can feel how harsh they are. Some people say after you use a feather once or a couple of times, it kind of dulls the edge a bit and it makes it a bit better, but yeah, so that's my love-hate. That's my wrath. I love you, feather. I hate you, feather. I love you, feather. I hate you, feather. Feather blades, wrath. Okay, the next one is pride. What product are you most proud to have in your den? I was having a think about this and I was thinking, what am I most proud of? It's kind of hard to come up with something that you're most proud of. But I spotted 2 of these soaps and I thought, there we go. That's what I'm most proud of. And it's this. This is Imperial Rum by Phoenix and Bow. And the other one, the other Phoenix and Bow soap, which I can't show you because it's out on loan at the moment. Someone is someone has borrowed it, a friend has borrowed it, Arthur Lamb, and he's trying it out. But there was a competition to come up with a scent profile, and I won that competition with the scent profile for Oberon. Oberon's the king of the fairies in the Shakespeare play A Midsummer's Night Dream, and the scent profile I came up with was related to that, so they chose that as their soap, Phoenix and Bow. But the prize was to get a #1 signed tub of this Imperial Rum, which came out before Oberon, and also a signed tub of Oberon, which obviously it's out on loan, so I can't show you. But here's the signed #1, first batch, first tub. Kerry Burrows has signed it, and on the back you can see it's batch #1. So I'm very proud of that, coming up with that scent profile, and obviously the Shakespeare thing with the acting and stuff like that. So yeah, I just that's what I'm most proud of, is the Phoenix and Bow signed #1 soaps. Yeah, I'm quite humbled by it, but very proud at the same time. Gluttony. What are your most delicious products in your den? Okay, I've got three here. The first one is Katie's Bubbles, La Terra Verte. Oak moss, sandalwood and patchouli. There's just something about the scent on this soap that I absolutely love. I don't know what it is, but it's just a scent that, it's just it's quite musky, it's dark, it's clean at the same time. I just love it. I love smelling this soap. So that's the first one, Katie's Bubbles La Terra Verte. I'll just make sure I don't have soap on my nose. The second one is K Shaveworks Cure for a Bellyache. This is coconut, you can see it there, coconut and lime. And the scent, those two scents match together. It's a match made in heaven. It really is. Coconut and lime, two of my favourite scents. You put them together in a shaving soap. Oh, just beautiful. I love it. Cure for a Bellyache. The third one, and there's 3 different soaps here. So there is Piacenza, XXX, and Katie's Bubbles Parma Inspiration, or Inspirazione de Parma. And it's scent of Acqua di Parma, or Acqua di Parma inspired scented soaps. Piacenza, lemony, clean smelling soap. Razor Rock XXX. This was actually one of the first soaps I bought when I started wet shaving 2 years ago. I bought XXX, and when I took it, I opened the lid and smelt it, and something happened. I was just like, this is it. this is what I've been waiting for. That scent, and also this Parma Inspirazione de Parma. Yeah, they're just great scents. Acqua di Parma is a beautiful scent, a beautiful gentleman's cologne type scent, and I'm not rich enough to afford to be able to buy the proper Acqua di Parma soap, so those ones there are in my Gluttony. The Acqua di Parma, Cure for a Bellyache, Coconut and Lime, and Katie's Bubbles La Terra Verte. Beautiful! Okay, let me just get a drink of good old Scottish water tea. Sloth. What products do you neglect? What products do you neglect out of laziness? Again, an easy answer here. It's I'm just going to take this out the wrapper. You can tell I've just I bought this and never used it. Okay, this is a shavette. I've never used it. Why haven't you used it, Kevin? Because I'm lazy and I'm slothy. So that's a Chevette. I am going to get around to using it, but I've just never used it yet. It doesn't have a blade in it. This is a nice wooden scale. It's very cheap to buy off eBay. I think it was Dave Card recommended me to get this one. Nice, and he said it's nice and mild, so it's not too aggressive. So there's that. I've never used that, and I've never used this either. This is just, again, out of laziness. And this is a straight razor. I won this in a raffle from Nolan Kimber here in the UK. It's Swedish steel, and there it is there. You can see the edge there, yeah. I don't really know much about it, to be honest. And if I'm honest, the only reason, it says there, looks Swedish steel. The only reason I don't use it is because I don't fancy having to hone it and, you know, sharpen it on stones and stuff like that, and that's the only reason I've not used this yet. And partly fear as well. So that's my Sloth. Laziness is the straight razor and the Chevette. I've never got around to using them as yet. Okay, next one is envy. Who in the wet shaving community do you envy the most? I don't really envy people. I'm not that type of person. I don't envy people. I'm always happy for people to, like, people that win the lottery and stuff, I'm always happy for them. And people that have great shaving dens, I'm always happy for them. Yeah, great, I love your shaving den. So, getting back to the point, envy. Who in the wet shaving community do you envy the most? You know who I envy the most? People who live in and around the New York area and can easily get to Pasteur's pharmacy. I was there on vacation, on holiday, was it last year or the year before? I can't remember. A year or two ago anyway, and it's an amazing, amazing place for a wet shaving person. You go in there and it's just it's a wet shaver's wet dream. That's what Pasteur's pharmacy is. It's just stocked full to the brim just of shaving products. Everything you can think of, they have it. Probably most of the stuff. And people who live in and around New York can just go there, and I know what it's like because I have a store here in Dundee, in my home city, called the Gentleman's Groom Room, and just to be able to go in there, pick up a soap, open the tub, smell it, pick up an aftershave, smell it, you know, stuff like that. It's even brushes, stuff like that. It's just great to be able to do that. And Pasteur's is the mecca for wet shaving. So anyone who lives in and around New York or can get to Pasteur's easily, I'm quite envious of. So yeah, it's great you live in the New York area and you can get to Pasteur's. Okay, moving on. Lust. What one product do you lust after? What one product do you lust after that you don't already have? Okay, there's two products I'm lusting after at the moment, and I can't seem to get them because, well, I'll tell you the reasons why. One of them is vintage Old Spice soap and splash in the mug. You know, I want to get the Old Spice mug with the soap in it, and I've had a look on eBay, and every time I try and bid on one, I get outbid. And every time I bid on a splash, and I think, great, I'm winning the bid, there's only like a few seconds left, someone else bids and outbids me. So that's what I'm looking for at the moment, is some Old Spice vintage soap in the mug, or some vintage, and some vintage Old Spice splash. And people keep outbidding me on eBay, which is a good thing. Other people are looking for it too, but damn you people. And the other thing that I'm lusting after at the moment, and again, I just can't manage to get one of these, is a brush made by Rob Moffat. That Darn Rob, his website is That Darn Rob, and he makes brushes and he lists them on his Etsy store site every Tuesday at, I think it's 9 AM, wherever he is. He's in the States someplace. is it Central Time or something like that, I'm not sure. But he lists all the brushes on a Tuesday at 9 AM, and he puts them on the site 9 AM, they go live, and they get snapped up and everyone buys them. And I've tried a couple of times to buy one of his brushes, but I'm too slow, or I forget the time and I miss, because when it's 9 AM there, wherever he is, it's 3 PM in the UK. So every time I go on, I kind of go on 3:05. Oh, shit, they're all gone. So I'm lusting after some of his brushes, because the brushes he makes are beautiful, absolutely stunning. I said this in a previous video, some of the brushes that the artisan brush makers are making are works of art. So that is what I'm lusting after. That, ladies and gents, is my 7 sins of wet shaving. I'm not sure how long this has went on for, probably longer than most other people's videos. I've been watching the other videos and some of them are just fascinating. Well, every one of them is. Just getting a little insight into what people like and enjoy and have. It's a very good thing. I really enjoy it. So it's my turn now to tag 3 people. The people I'm going to tag are Kerry Burrows. Kerry Burrows is the owner at Phoenix and Bow here in the UK. He has a YouTube channel. So Kerry, if you see this video, I would like to see your 7 deadly sins of wet shaving. The other one is Donald Younger, who is the guy that kind of runs things at Wet the Face. He has a great YouTube channel. So Don, if you're watching this, I'm tagging you for your 7 sins of wet shaving. And the last one, I had a look through his videos and I've not seen him do one of these. I know they were out like a couple of years ago. The Clean Shaver, Scott Ostermiller. Scott, I would like to see, if you can upload it if you have time, your 7 sins of wet shaving. Okay, so that is me done for this. I've really enjoyed this. It's kind of difficult to choose things when you have so many products. It's like, right, okay, do I like that? What do I, it's very good. Right, I've enjoyed this. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. See ya, take care.